However, in arbitrations, unless they're extremely complex, and even so, in that case, multiple rounds of written submissions will have an impact on the arbitration. It will increase the cost and it will make the proceedings less efficient. And it could potentially also have an impact on the fairness or the opportunity to be heard of the parties, as not all parties will be paying teams of lawyers to provide these multiple rounds of submissions, and they might not be able to keep up. So it's very important to bear in mind as an arbitrator and also as counsel in an arbitration, as arbitral institutions are increasingly trying to improve efficiency. So what is needed should be put in submissions, but nothing more.
The New York Convention really does two things. What's most talked about is the obligation to enforce awards as if they were local court judgments. So if you have an arbitration award that's issued from a seat in Singapore, you can take that arbitration award to any of the dark blue countries and get it enforced. The other piece of the New York Convention, which receives less publicity but is equally important, is all of the signatories to the New York Convention have agreed to have accepted an obligation to stay litigation in their jurisdiction if an arbitration award exists. So if, for example, your contract calls for arbitration in Paris and your counterparty attempts to bring a local court litigation against you in Vietnam, the courts of Vietnam should refuse to accept that case, should stay the litigation pending the outcome of the arbitration in France.
The requirement that arbitral awards state their reasons, which is imposed by most developed arbitration statutes, has provoked more discussion than any other formal requirements. Different attitudes exist as to whether an arbitration award should contain the reasons on which the decision is made. It is now a nearly universal principle that unless otherwise agreed, international arbitral awards must set forth the reasons for the arbitral tribunal's decision. This requirement for a reason award is reflected in international arbitration conventions, national law, and institutional rules, and plays a central role in the international arbitration process.